Hello, everybody, and welcome. Hang on, let me get rid of that. There we are. Look, we're back. Woo! How is everybody doing? Let me get the comments thing up, although it's hard to see, but we'll put it up anyway. How's everybody doing? You all right? It's a couple of crazy weeks, people. It's been a couple of crazy weeks, but we're back live. Although still coughing and still spluttering my way through this evening. Oh, I've got major maranoia. Let me know if anybody else who's joining us has major maranoia. I've been, just an absolute mess. Because where I was sick, like last week, it's actually amplified the maranoia. Like, to the point where I don't know what I'm doing. It's crazy, isn't it? We do all this training, and then you end up with a point where you're like doubting what you're doing. It's nuts. And we all feel it. We all go through it. So, whatever. But anyway, how are we all doing? Let's wait till everybody joins us. Thanks to everybody who came along yesterday to the Vitality 10K. We basically took that over. It's amazing how many people were there from FORDY RUNS Running Club. Not just running it, but also volunteers and spectators. It's an incredible thing to see. It's actually quite humbling for myself to see that. But yeah, so that was pretty awesome. The video for that will come out in 2 weeks. Next week's a bit of a pre-Chicago thoughts. And if you are joining us live, by the way, get your questions and get your comments in, and I'll try and answer them as we go through this evening. I don't know whether to do a show next Monday. Can you let me know as well? I'll refresh that question if I remember. So if you could let me know whether we need to do that or not. But yeah, we're on the home straight. So this week, just shoes wise, that's another update. I'll give you that update in a second. But yeah, shoes wise, trying to get some more miles in few shoes. Sonic Blast comes to mind. That's one, trying to get more miles in. A few others. I've got a really cool video that I'll be filming soon. I'm so pumped about this video, about a shoe that I've got. Yeah, so that's coming. A lot of shoe releases coming up in October, by the way, if you didn't know. So yeah, stand by for all of that. What else do you need to know? Yeah, so we're changing the videos, scheduling around a little bit. The shoe videos will drop on Wednesday and Saturday for a period of time now. Just while I'm sort of focusing in a little bit on Chicago, getting over Chicago. So that's just a bit of a heads up on that. So yeah, usual live streams and weekend vlog and things like that will come out. This week's vlog, as I said, is a bit of a look back, but in a cool way. Actually, we did it in a very cool way about our Chicago marathon training. So watch out for that on Sunday, and then on race weekend when I'm in Chicago will be the Vitality vlog, and that's just a bit of a laugh, really. So yeah, we've got that coming. 2 good podcasts coming your way as well. We've got This Messy Happy podcast Friday, and we've also got then the following week the guys from Sports Tours on talking about like getting into like the different races and things like that. So that's kind of interesting as well. So some podcasts coming out. I know we're not live, but yeah, just resting the show for a bit while we concentrate on other things. So that's coming. If you haven't seen, we're back at the National Running Show on in the new year. You can get free tickets. Use the code FORDY RUNS. We're on Saturday at 11 o'clock. There's a big run taking place in the evening at 5:30, on the Saturday. Make sure you sign up for that as well. So that would be kind of cool. But yeah, I think that's sitting kind of up to speed, really. Say I'm full of maranoia. Still kind of getting over this cold. It was an absolute shocker. Really sick with it, I was. So, but yeah, I'm just majorly maranoid up. But looking forward to getting back out tomorrow. I took a rest day today after running yesterday. Pleased with the result after being sick. I was happy with that. So to be consistently running around those sort of times now, I'm happy with. And yeah, so that's it really. So again, if you're joining us late, get your questions, get your comments in, coaching questions, shoe questions, wherever you want to talk about. Happy to dive in there. We are going Evie, Mike, Dennis, Dawn, Ian. Yeah, Ian just said good to see the great turnout of 40s at various races. But yeah, it wasn't just the Vitality 10K. It's a good chat, Ian. It's across the whole country, to be honest with you. It's really cool to see. It really was. As I said to you, it's yeah, it takes. Yesterday I was like when I saw everybody there. So quite amazing. Gary's sound and vision all good. Thank you, Gary. Major marathon FOMO. Yeah, I didn't get into Tokyo. I'm into the Sydney ballot. Put myself into that one. Got to be in it to win it. So as it stands next year, as it stands, without ballots, I'm in Brighton, in London. Brighton's I pay for, London's charity, and I'm aiming to get into Amsterdam. Hopefully that'll be my A race. That's my plans for next year at the moment. But obviously, imagine that if I got into Sydney, how cool would that be via the ballot? So yeah, that's the plans as we see it for next year already. And I said, so one of my clients was chatting to him. I'm already looking forward to starting the training for London. Because for me, it's always about the training side of things, not necessarily the result. I like the training. I like the being in the trenches and, rolling up my sleeves. I kind of dig that. That's why I do what I do. So, yeah, not wanting to wish life away, but I'm looking forward to getting started again. Even though I need a rest, if that makes any sense. Okay, right. So, yeah, carry on going through. I had some tea before I come on, which was great. Carl Lewis. Hello, best wishes to all 40 runners, especially those in Chatham and Tunbridge. That's awesome. We've got some teams out there as well, which is great. Ryan's in the house. Coach Wiz, yeah, he's keep going, brother. Keep going. Carl's booked up the Vitality 10K for next year. You guys are an inspiration. Yeah, it was honestly, it was really good to see. It's a great vibe. It's a cool one to do. If you are lucky enough, sometimes you can get like a cheap ticket for it via Park Run and things like that. So it's a really good event. It really is. They do a great job there. It's a great course. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, so it's pretty good. Even 40. Great day yesterday, like you said. Yeah, it was, Haz. It was amazing. Honestly, brother. It was good. Gary's saying for me to rest up. So, question again, if you join us a little bit later, is whether we need to do a live stream on Monday. I may do one because I'm talking to clients and things like that before I jump on with you guys. That's why we do this on a Monday at 8 o'clock, because I'm doing coaching calls before I jump on here. So I'm on the computer anyway. So I may do one. We've got any last sort of, if you guys have got any last minute tips for me, that could be quite cool. Race day running. Are you going to Kafuzi Shakeout Run in Chicago? We've got a on the Friday, branded gear. We've got a sunrise run with sketches. That's at 6:30 in the morning. Everyone's invited to that. If you want to come along, just sign up via the website. We're closing that off, by the way. So if you haven't signed up for that, make sure you do, because I've got to give them some numbers. And then on Saturday, I've got the Bobble Hat Run. I'm doing that with a load of club members, community members. Kafuzi things at 10. So if I'm around, I'll pop along, say hi to Mike. That's the plan, but not guaranteed. Not guaranteed. So I'll see how I feel. My priority when I'm out there, to be perfectly honest with you, is myself this year. So I'll see how I feel. But yeah, so it'd be nice to see Mike. I love the guy. So yeah, looking forward to seeing some of those guys when we're out there. Good evening, Simon. James, I'm getting to watch you live again tonight as I'm on holiday in Turkey. Wow, 30 degrees. My days have been run first, then food, and then sunbed for the rest of the day. Is Nova Blast 6 coming out in December? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I believe it is. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. You just reminded me of something, actually. Where is it? I'll do it later. But yeah, I believe it is. Yeah. Don't know anything other than that. Okay. I say you'll do great. Looking trim will be fast. Thank you very much. Again, it's another thing. I'm looking forward to improving my nutrition, keep improving my nutrition, keep improving my strength. After Chicago, I'm consciously making sure I'm eating like carbs and not like carb load, don't carb, but like a nice balance at the moment between the two. But I am looking forward to again dialing in some of that nutrition and really smashing some more of that strength work up until Christmas, before the London block kicks in. I want to try and take out a few races before the end of the year as well, just to try and use some of the fitness from Chicago, some of that unhinged speed, if you know what I mean. So looking at a half marathon, looking at 5K distance, looking at 10K distance after Chicago. But we'll get Chicago done first, and then we'll look from there. But yeah, really looking forward to it. But thanks for the kind words. I appreciate it. And thanks again to everybody who said hello to me yesterday, by the way. It's really nice. Really, really nice. Mike, probably the most difficult question you've ever had. Has Speedgoat tried the Wagyu? But I've got no idea what that is. I've got absolutely no idea what that is, Mike. I'm really sorry. Yeah, yeah. What's your non-running plans for Chicago? We put out on Instagram actually, race day running. Keep asking about Chicago, which I appreciate. But we put out like a schedule sort of thing that we're doing. But I am going to the Chicago Bulls. I am eating pizza. I've got no interest in doing a river cruise. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm going to the original beef. I'm going there. But yeah, got a couple of good things planned. But just keep myself out of trouble, keep myself to myself, really. Yeah, I'm not on a trip there to sort of wear myself out. I've got one aim really, and that's to have a good time when I'm out there. So I'm going with my brother, and we're gonna have a great time. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing, really. Pretty much. Gavin, evening all. Vitality looked like a cracking event with some PBs fly about. Some rank out for young Benjamin. Did he run fast? I can't remember. He must have a good coach. Apparently, he's got a very good coach, young Ben. Now, a big shout out to Ben. He ran a PB, the Vitality, even though he was sort of caught between a rock and a hard place. Again, he could. I not felt sorry for him, but it's that sort of thing, isn't it? You've got a big race coming up in Chicago, like a marathon. It's not a big race for him. He's not looking to run a PB or anything, but it's like, you've got the speed to go out and run a PB, but you don't want to go too hard. You don't want to go too fast because you don't want to risk anything. So he was really stuck between a rock and a hard place. He ran a PB, but he definitely, I think, unhinged, unshackled, let's call it. I think he would have run a lot faster. Still run like 36 something minutes, which is just unbelievable. And considering, I think he was maybe 9 months ago, he was struggling to get under 40. So it just shows you again the progress you could make through hard work, gym, looking after yourself, and having a very good coach. But yeah, it's hard. So he did very well to run that time, despite having that sort of do I don't I mentality. And even though you don't feel like you've got that mentality, you have it because you know that you've got a race coming up, a bigger race, coming up. So, HF Prepper, do you have any intel regarding what on earth the changes could be in the Super Blast 3? Yeah, Super Blast 3, there's actually some leaked images. Brandon put them up the other day. But we knew this anyway. I think I mentioned it before. It's going to have the flight foam leap in it on the top layer. That's what's coming. And I think it's March 6th. I might have got that wrong, but it's March. But you'll see, I'm hoping we get all of them in terms of samples and stuff well before then. But yeah, so flight foam leap going into that, apparently. Let's see. I'm guessing it will have in my bag for tomorrow. Let me just give it a. I'm holding up the Sonic Blast. We've got Leap and we've got Max under here. Whether it will have Max, it probably have the Turbo. But whether it will have Turbo squared, the aliphatic stuff. Not sure, but that'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? If it had that and that, pretty awesome, isn't it? But yeah, that's a Sonic Plus. Put it back. Need them for tomorrow. Okay, but yeah, March, I think. I had has been a lot of interesting conversations with what's a 40 runner. I think we made an impact more so after sprinting on the Travelay track. Yeah, we get it all the time. It's nice. It's really nice when people are asking about it, and then they realise that we're the biggest running club in the country and we're free to join. You're welcome. Do you know what I mean? Just like come along. There's like over 50 groups meeting up this week alone, and then you got the global running crew, and it's free. You know, it's amazing, isn't it? It's absolutely amazing. You don't have to be from any sort of life, walks of life. You can just be who you are. Come along, and we'll love you for it. It's brilliant. Race day running. Where do we sign up for the Chicago 6:30? It's from the Marriott downtown. It's on our website, FORDYRUNS.com. You're looking for the events section. There's a bit on there, but please sign up because we are going to close it. I've got a call with Sketches on Wednesday, and I've got to give them numbers. So please sign up if you haven't already. Okay. I'm starting back after taking a well-earned 6-month break on Wednesday. Any advice? Yeah, Gary, just break yourself in slowly. Yeah, just don't rush anything. There's no rush. Everybody rushes to go do 52 marathons in a week. Just relax. Yeah, just bring yourself back in nice and slowly. I'd really take your time with that one. Andy L, evening all. Greetings from Maastricht. Smashed my Henny Looped course half marathon yesterday. New PB. There you go. Over the moon as the hills were a killer. Thanks for the tips, Chris. Moving like the Tin Man. Well done, Andy. Good job, mate. We said that would work, didn't we? So good for you. It's always nice when a plan comes together, isn't it? Okay. Alan, don't normally get a chance to join the live. So Happy Days had a fun at Speed Bump 10K last Sunday. Good to meet up with some of the other 40s too. Cheeky PB. Well done. Yeah, Alan's talking about, I don't know if you guys saw it on Sunday. We put the race vlog out from the Shoreditch 10K, which is a new event that took place here in London. Here in London? Like I'm sitting in London. But in London. And it was just riddled with speed humps. I don't know what they're called elsewhere. Are they called speed humps in the US? I don't know. I'd be interested to know if anyone's listening from the US tonight. But yeah, it was bloody murder, to be perfectly honest with you. How many speed bumps there were. It was at the start. It was really annoying. It was really annoying how many were, and then they sort of settled down. But yeah, Speed Bump 10K is a good name for that race. Actually, I don't think the organisers want it to be known as that, but it's still fastish because I know people who ran PBs, myself included. There, mine was accidental, as I said. I didn't go there to run a time. I wanted to run one at Vitality, but because I was sick, I couldn't do that. So I was kind of pleased that I bagged that now. In retrospect, it's always funny how these things work out in it. But yeah, Speed Bump 10K is probably a very good name for it, although they'll probably shoot us for saying that. But who cares, right? If you're joining us late, thank you very much for joining us. Get your questions and get your comments in. I will answer them now before we go to whether it's coaching related question or shoe question, and just a bit of a bring you up to speed. I was asking if you guys want a live stream on Monday. Next Monday, it's my race week. I may do one because I'm coaching anyway. If anybody needs a hand with coaching, drop us a line, hello@fordyruns.com if you've got a spring event or something. But yeah, it was, I don't know, I probably will, but I'm not 100% sure because I've got to pack as well. And as a neurodivergent, I'll probably end up packing this week because then I can pack it 3 times. And then this week, just on the channel, we're switching things around while I'm sort of doing race week and focusing on that a little bit on that. We're going to be putting the videos out on, obviously we've got the live stream today, but instead of the Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, it'll be a Wednesday, Saturday drop for a couple of weeks. And obviously the Sunday usual weekly vlog as we settle in around the race. So, yeah, and then shoes at the moment, as I said, Sonic Blast. I'm trying to get some miles into them so we could do a report back on them. Rebel V5. I'm still trying to get miles in. Some other shoes that I've just abandoned. I've been running in them. GT 2000. the Mizuno and some other shoes. Obviously, I can't talk about, but yeah, it's just been trying to get miles in shoes really. As we sort of close out this block, been kind of interesting. So, but yes, I just up to speed. But yeah, get your questions, get your comments in. David, looking at doing my first race marathon next year, would you recommend doing a smaller, more local event, or go for a world major if successful? About, I think the motivation from doing a big race is great, and I think it's kind of cool. I personally would like a more local one if I was looking to run a specific effort, time, whatever you want to call it, strategy. It's probably where I'd go. So as your first, I think you use the hype and get yourself into something big, because you'll feel the crowds, you'll feel the other runners around you. I think that can only help. Alan's question: we talk about certain shoes only being for certain paces. Okay, it's interesting. Is this purely related to what your own paces are? I see that Andy is enjoying the Nimbus 27 for his easy runs. I think we talk about, yeah. I kind of get what you say. I think from my side, I talk about where shoes sort of work for me and the pace ranges they work for me. So, certain shoes will work better at certain efforts or certain things I'm trying to do in them. Certain shoes won't come alive, and certain shoes will. Some feel more comfortable at certain paces. That's probably more of it, more the effort than anything else. Yeah, I think a lot of it comes down to you as a runner and what you're sort of what you're into, and also what you're training for, where you're at in your training and things like that as well. Because if you're training for stuff, chances are you're doing multiple different sessions. If you're just somebody who loves to run, great. You know what I mean? You can just, whatever works for you. But when you start getting into training, you may need or may prefer to use, sorry, certain shoes for certain things. And that's where the sort of paces and the efforts come in. And then certain shoes will work for you based on how your biomechanics are working at those paces. Does that make any sense? How the plates interact with the foam in you at those paces, how the cushioning maybe on a big stacked shoe works for you at the certain paces and things like that, certain efforts and that kind of thing. I think that's more what it's about. But I think as reviewers, we try, or I try and quantify it around the paces that I'm running, because it's very easy. If I tell myself, easy pace, this is a bit shit, you may go, well, what's easy pace? And is that on a 50-mile week? Is that a 60-mile week? Or is that just a normal, 40-mile week for you? You know what I mean? So I think that's why I try and quantify it a little bit with the paces. But let me know if it's helpful or not. Not sure. DA. Ran my first half marathon this year. Great, not fun. Well done. Did well for my age. Running London for charity next year. Wanted to run one in autumn. Unlikely acceptance without a qualifying time, right? Let me read that again. What, running an autumn marathon? Don't need a qualifying time to run an autumn marathon. Loads of autumn marathons. I don't know where you're based, but don't have to run a qualifying time to go and run Yorkshire Marathon next year, do you? I don't know who told you that. That's bollocks. Let me know, DA, and I'll come back. Well, we can talk autumn marathons if you want. I've got loads of clients running Yorkshire. I've got a load of clients running Chester. Obviously, you've got Amsterdam if you want to go further afield. Don't have to run a qualifying time to get into Amsterdam. It's a good race. Feels like a big event. Evening, Peter. Checked out his Strava, and his easy pace is average Andy Forrest 420 per kilometre. There you go. So that's quick. Just again, I think that's the important thing with like shoe reviews and things like that. Is how do you relate to the runner? I've always said it. Like, I love Andy Forrest. I love the guy. He's as genuine as he comes. Brilliant bloke. But there's no point me looking at his shoe reviews, because he runs 420 per kilometre as an easy pace. It's not relatable for me. But there's people out there who run similar to that and would appreciate his insights. I love his ones that he runs where he's absolutely destroyed the shoes. But the ones in terms of his paces and stuff, it's not relevant to me. It's like Ben Parks. I love Ben Parks, but I can't. There's no point in watching his shoe reviews because it's not relevant to me. I don't run his paces, so just because he likes to shoot, doesn't mean I'm going to like it. I run a different pace to him, run a different volume to him, even though he's just a great guy. So do you see what I mean? It's you got to take it. I think you got to go down a route that works for you. That's the most important thing. Had's be looking to do a Lurf course. Had's get in touch with the club because we help with that. Peter Emery, so what do you think of the ASICS Nimbus 27? Not a particularly huge fan of the Nimbus 27. Don't do anything for me. Dennis. Chris, actually, we've got a max stacked shoe reviews coming out soon. Chris, regarding your paranoia, just tell yourself that same as the folk you coached it to get started, have done everything. Yeah, smash me. I know, Dennis, and this is the funniest thing about it, all right. I'm telling my runners, this, but then I sit there and sit back and go, should be doing this. Didn't do enough making mileage last week. You can't help yourself. You can't help yourself. This is the problem. It's great coaching people, but when you are a coach, it's very hard to coach yourself. It does go back to the point. Should I get a coach? Probably, yeah. Can I afford it? No. But I should get a coach. I think that would be a game changer for me. I simply can't afford it. And anyway, my coach is a hobbit and he lives in a very big house in Surrey. Adam, did I see you got a 5K PB when you got your 10K PB? I don't count that. I don't understand people who do that when they say, yeah, I got a half marathon PB in the marathon. But you was running a marathon. That's me. I'm a bit old school. If I got a 5K PB in the 10K, it doesn't count for me. And again, I'm not really fussed. I've said it a million times about the times. The times is just an output of how good my training's going and how I'm feeling. So no, I may have done. Don't know. That's how much interest I pay in it. As I said to you, with the 10K PB, it was pure accident. I wasn't going for that, but I wouldn't take. I wouldn't claim a 5K PB based in another race of not that distance. I'll go to a park run or a 5K event and try and run a 5K PB if I wanted to, which I do. Like I said, I want to again see an output from my training after Chicago. This is where I am. I'm a bit funny. That's not why a lot of people like me. So that's all right. I'm all right with that. But thank you if you're being kind and saying well done. I appreciate it. Martin, have run a winter 10K, Saucony 10K, London X 10K, and the Vitality 10K. Love running in London. Vitality 10K was my favourite by far. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Martin. Actually, I said it in the video because I've edited it already. Vitality 10K is my favourite out of the London 10Ks. I do like the winter 10K. It is the one that starts the season. I also like the Fulham 10K. I did that last year. And that sort of ends the season for me. Saucony 10K was better this year. It was a lot better this year. London X was a disaster. I think the course was a joke. And the setup they had at Wembley just needs redoing for next year. And I'm sure they will because the people who put it together are very good. So that will get improved, let's say. But yeah, the Saucony 10K was definitely an improvement over the last few years. But the winter 10K is a good one because it's the start of the season. But Vitality 10K is definitely my favourite for sure. Alan, I guess my question was, if the Nimbus can do 420 as an easy on 1 foot, why wouldn't it work as a tempo shoe on a slow foot? Get the principle. Yeah, but no. Do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, Alan's agreeing. Actually, 5K PB in a doesn't count. That's a 5K time trial PB. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I don't even know how you check it. How do you check it? Now you've got me thinking what I ran. That's how much interest I paid in that in it. Should we go back? Should we finish on this? See what Fordy's new 5K PB is. I have to go far because I'm sick. Right, here we go. Where does it tell you on Strava? goals. Oh, according to Strava, which we know is bollocks, because it said, oh no, it was actually right. But anyway, according to this, I ran, you ready for it? I ran a PB in the 5K distance of 1936. But it don't count. Oh, what was my, what was, so does that, on your stats, does that then take your, under your statistics as your fastest 5K? Yeah, it does. That's a bit annoying, isn't it? Because that wasn't it. That's annoying on Strava. Because that's not my fastest 5K. My fastest 5K is slower than that. Does that make any sense? I think I ran like 1941. Something like that in a park run. That was my fastest 5K. And I stick by it. He's going to call me out on Strava. Please do. Please do. I don't mind. I don't mind being called out on Strava because I don't usually pay attention to it. Hi, Chris. Looking to get another shoe for my rotation for recovery runs. Would you suggest a Glycerine Max to go alongside the Ride 18 and Super Blast 2? I would look at the Mizuno Wave Sky 400 or whatever version it is. Really like that shoe. I would look at the Vomero Plus. £155. It's cheaper than the Glycerine Max. Yeah, they're two shoes straight away. If you need a recovery stability shoes, you can go for the Arahi. Good shoe as well. And Alan's just and I spent a lot of time working on how to pronounce Mizuno. Mizuno. Who's it? And I thought I'd catch some of you out. Okay, team. That's it. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be here on Monday or not. It depends. It depends how my autistic or ADHD brain works the rest of this week out. I've got no idea. What's this last question here from Alex? But I still don't know where I'll be here next. Alex, hi, Fordy. As we get into the colder weather, does the foam in larger stack shoes react differently? Yeah, I'm sure it does. Just finished my first half now, getting ready for my first marathon training block in the Super Blast 2. Yeah, it probably does. Probably does. John, I'd take the 5K BB. It was the start of the race, so you don't get a rolling start. Just shows the training you're doing as well. Thank you, John. We'll finish on a positive from John, who's now probably going to go on Strava and say, Fordy, that doesn't count because he's my hero. Because that's what I would do. But yes, team, I don't know whether I'll be here next week. I may be. So I'm not sure. We'll figure that one out between us. But thank you very much for joining me on this Monday evening, 8 o'clock. I do appreciate it. And I genuinely, seriously do appreciate it. It doesn't work without you guys turning up. If you're listening to this as a podcast, thanks very much for joining us on your run. Again, I do appreciate you guys taking us out on your run as well. We're not live again Friday, so make sure you're aware of that. We've got a good This Messy Happy podcast coming this Friday, so check that one out. It's a good one. But other than that, team, I think that's it. Have a good week. If you're doing Chester Marathon at the weekend, good luck with that. And I shall see you guys when I see you.